mental health counseling, coming from a family of mental health professionals, is something that's commonly overlooked by families and by students, etc., etc. But parents, trust me, it is in the fees that you're paying anyway. Students, there's no shame in it, because once you graduate, you got to start paying for yourself. When you get a job and stuff, and you realize, oh my gosh, I really do need to maybe see somebody. Then it's expensive. You get it knocked out, get it cleaned up, when it's basically sort of free as part of your education. And next thing you know, come onto the world, I'm good, I'm on my right path. And there's also no shame in taking time off. If you struggle, if something bad happens, take a semester off. But don't screw up and not go back. I mean, I've seen it. I see it all the time. And it's so sad. And it's so sad when someone doesn't take and look for the help that's out there. Anybody can be a help on a college campus. So find a bond, find a connection, and know, even if they look scary, even if they're doctored this with MS and LD and all this other stuff after their initials, after their name, they're just a human being. And the reality is, the more initials, the more stuff they've seen, the more they probably really want to help. Okay? But all the way from Audrey, our cleaning lady in our building, up to the president of the university, everybody wants to see every student be happy and successful. Audrey especially. And we all in between want to help. Okay? So that's kind of an aside from financial aid. But it's one thing that nobody ever really talks about. Until all of a sudden someone's like, hanging off the balcony and they're like, oh, wait, maybe you should go see somebody. No. It's trying to identify and knowing that it's A-okay. And free! God, free. I can go back to college just to get that stuff taken care of now. Or not. Alright? Questions? I don't know how much time I have. I've gone over my time. I always go over my time. I'm sorry. I'm terrible.
As someone who works in the financial aid department and someone who previously worked in admission, what would be the advantages and disadvantages of early admission?
Early decision?
Right.
Yeah. What are the advantages and disadvantages of going early decision? From my perspective, from the admission office of financial aid, etc., etc., etc. The question is this. 1, are you 220% sure you want to be at that institution? Answer yes. Okay, let's move to the next one. Answer no. Early decision, off the table. Because early decision is binding. Binding. You apply to one college, early decision. You still apply to other schools regular and keep those applications open. But you apply to one school ED. If admitted, you're expected to attend. Period. You can still get an estimated aid package, etc., etc. But merit money usually isn't determined by then, and on and on and on. So you have to make the one call. Do I really want to be at this one institution? If you do, we'll talk in a second. If the answer is no, apply to all your schools regular. Or early action that's non-binding. Early action non-binding is okay because it's early, you get early release, but you don't have to go. It's just they let you know early. But early decision, again, 220%, early decision off the table. Okay, yes, I really want to be at this school. I love this school. I'm in love with it. Next question. How secure or how familiar are you with financial aid or with your finances? And are you comfortable with the fact that you'll have to pay a deposit, withdraw all your other applications based on a financial aid award that may not really be affordable for the family? And if the answer is yes, then okay, apply early decision. If the answer is no, or no, then apply regular decision. 9 times out of 10, if I have a family say, after they get an estimated award for early decision, they'll say, this is not as much as we wanted, not as much as we expected, etc., etc., etc. We could probably make it happen this one year. 9 times out of 10, I'll see them in my office sophomore year. And 10 times out of 10, I won't see them junior or senior year. Because they're gone. Because they couldn't afford it. They had to leave. An invisible student is an invisible student in early and regular. So you're not really helping your chances all that much. You're just showing your commitment. And you're better off to apply to all the schools you want to apply to, get into all the schools that you get into, have applied for aid usually in January and February, to have your aid packages all in April, then sit down at the table and spread them all out and say, I've been admitted to these 5 schools, and they've given me these financial aid awards. This one's based on merit, keeping my grades. This one's based only on need. This one's based on merit and need. This one just says I'm just straight up awesome. This one didn't give us anything. And then make your decision. Early is just so confining. Many people turn that around and say that early decision is only for rich people, they can pay. No, not at all. It's sort of. I mean, they're comfortable with their finances. You make $800,000, can you pay $50,000 a year? Yeah, okay, good, fine, super. I'm happy for you. Spread the wealth, please. You know? But when it comes to everybody else, the majority is your financial aid is not going to be what you want it to be. And if it is, we probably made a mistake. That's just what I've experienced in my life. Is that most people, when they say, this isn't affordable, because it's not really based on your ability to pay, it's based on the formula's statement of your ability to pay based on your income, based on your family size, based on where you live. And usually people are tapped out. You know, and I roughly say it's about 20% of your total income is what an estimated family contribution would be. About 20% of your total income. Not gross, but no, it is your gross pay, not your net. Not your bottom line of your tax return, it's everything else. All right? Now, whenever you think you can pay, add 20% to that, and maybe that might be where your expected family contribution is. So it's not bad. And again, an admissible student is an admissible student. And the other thing to look at is that if you're borderline and like ED would tip the scales, understand that school, I'm not going to say will be a challenge, but could possibly be an academic challenge. In the sense that, you know, it may be a rough ride to start off, coming from high school to a competitive college setting and forward. But if you are mature enough as a student and you use the resources and you find the help when you need the help, you will be successful. But a lot of students come in like, oh, I graduated top dog, and I come into school, oh yeah, I got this, I didn't have to study, I got it. And all of a sudden it's like, wait, how do I bounce back from a 0.6 GPA? It's not very easy. All right? Start help early. Move on. Does that help out a little bit? I usually just say it doesn't. I usually just say if aid in any way is entering the conversation, I say nah. No. Just for your own comfort. It'd be like walking into the first house you wanted to buy blindfolded, then take off the blindfold and say, I'm buying it! And not even know if you even have the financing together or even really the price that it's going to cost you. Just saying, I love it, it's mine. Then all of a sudden the banker comes in and says, oh, well, you know, you need to put 30% down and you need to pay $2,200 a month. I can't do that. Too bad, you signed the paperwork. Not to scare you, but right. All right? Well, I hope it helps. Find people around you that can help now. Get used to asking for help now. So when you get to college and students, when you're all there by yourself and you got, you know, your thing going on, know that you're still comfortable asking for help. Because usually anybody you run into on a college campus during the daylight hours will want to help. At nighttime, call the police, and they can take you back to your dorm room safely. Most schools all provide that service as well. All right? But we are all here to ensure success. And there are groups and organizations that means get involved. Parents, do not let your child sign up for a single room their freshman year. Period. Number one biggest mistake parents make. One, it's more expensive. Two, it can be extremely isolating. Especially at a school that may lack diversity, let's say. Putting yourself in a single room will only further force you into isolation. Again, I talked from basic experience and a lot of interactions. Okay? So think about it. We good?